cleaned 2 cars today. Cleaned up a whole house. Ran 3.5 miles. So you ain't the only one.
I went to the gym too.
What's up, y'all?
We.
This is another episode of the Stab Lab podcast. When I'm doing something different today. It's episode number 76, and I have a special guest here with me today. Hope everybody is doing well. We have now entered May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I have somebody here, like I said, special. We just want to talk about basically entrepreneurial burnout and how do you manage stress, because we all have stress points. We all have stressful times. So if you find yourself more stressed than usual, or if you're an entrepreneur and need some insight on, not burning out, or if you are close to that, I have somebody here who owns Glow Beauty Bar, and shout out to ONGOD. That's a platform who promotes God in the most fashionable way. We got some heat dropping soon.
Yes.
We have one and only Shelby with Glow Beauty Bar in the building today. How you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Cheers to 1,700 subscribers and 100 5-star reviews, y'all. Sorry.
100. I got 100 5-star reviews on Google.
And I'm gonna put the hand clap in the sound. Yeah. Go, 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 go.
That's an accomplishment.
Yes, it is. And I'm glad that we are here to talk about this today, because a lot of people don't even know what 5-star reviews can do for you. What is your mental health right now? Like, are you good though? Like really, really like good?
So first, can I introduce myself?
Yes, you can.
So my name is Shelby, and I am the owner of Glow Beauty Bar. My Instagram name is Glow, GLOW, Beauty Bar, BEAUTYBAR _. And I've been in business for I've been an esthetician for about 6 years, and I've actually had a physical location for about 5 years.
Do you think you are there right now?
I don't think I am at the burnout phase in my career, but if I'm being honest and open about,
Can you be transparent with me tonight?
yes, if I'm being transparent, I feel like if I don't change some things that I have going on in my life, I will be approaching that point. Mm-hmm.
Is entrepreneurship overwhelming to you?
Absolutely.
Is it really?
It's not for the weak. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. I will tell you that. You have to be mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong. You really have to be grounded and rooted in you just have to be a strong person.
You don't feel like you got to be that regardless though?
Yeah, I think this day and age you have to be. I do think you have to be grounded and rooted. However, with entrepreneurship, I feel like the scope of it is like it's super up and down. Like you can have a really, really good week, you can have a really bad week. I think you have to be financially literate as well. Like you really have to be good with your finances too. Yep. So right now, currently, I will say that my mental is on a scale of 1 to 10. I would say I'm probably at a 7. I feel like there's always room for improvement. I feel like a lot of times people have underlying issues that they haven't necessarily addressed, or they don't even know that they have. So I'm just at a space in my life where I'm just working to navigate the things that I feel, my thoughts, because thoughts can like really be, you can really wrestle with your thoughts sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They can go off to places that you don't necessarily, they can go to places that you don't necessarily want them to go. So, but you can control them though. And I think that's what a lot of people don't know, that you really can control your thoughts. Like, I'm being more intentional about speaking life into myself, not complaining, and just being optimistic.
What are some pressures that you deal with?
Some pressures that I deal with, I think, first of all, not necessarily like, I feel like it's almost every day you have to show up, even when you don't want to show up. Like, some days I may not be in the best mood, but it's like, pull it together. You got to pull it together, especially when you're working inside of your establishment, or you are an employee of your business. You have to show up even on the days that you just want to curl up in the bed. You know what I'm saying? And you really not there, like, mentally, like you just really just would rather be doing A, B, or C or whatever. So I feel like that's one of the pressures that I know that I deal with personally. It's just like, some days I may just not feel 100%, but I still have to show up every day. So that's one of the pressures. I feel like as an entrepreneur, saving for retirement is a pressure, because you don't have the traditional 401k. You don't have the traditional, the 401k and stuff. So I feel like a pressure is making sure that I set myself up so when I do stop working, I'm good.
Right.
That is a pressure, 1,000%. I feel like not having healthcare is a pressure. Like, that's another pressure of entrepreneurship. Like, you got to make sure that your medical, you good. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that you have to do. And I feel like taxes is another. Taxes
Why
is
you
another.
have to bring that word?
Listen, the T word, you got to make sure you saving that. And then, a lot of people, be trying to do it, trying to avoid paying taxes. And it's like, okay, do what you gonna do. But at the end of the day, when it's time to make a big purchase, or when it's time to buy a house, when it's time to buy a car, like when it's time to do this, they're gonna be looking at you like, what is this? Mm-hmm. You ain't made no money.
Because you trying
to write off. Yeah. You trying to write everything off because what you done seen on TikTok. Right. Because they said write everything off, but it's just like, okay, yeah, you can write everything off, but when it's time for you to show some type of income, then that's gonna be an
you don't
issue.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
You done made 15,000 in 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
Like, now you can't get a house or a car.
You can't get nothing.
You done wrote pins off.
Everything.
You done wrote everything off. And I know a lot of people struggle with work-life balance, like she said earlier. And I think that that's one of the most important things that we need to do. But it's hard because we be on the go so much. Mm-hmm. And we just be, we got to hustle and make this money and stuff like that. How do you manage work-life balance? Do you have one?
For me, I feel like I have boundaries. I try to have boundaries because when I first started, somebody can call me and be like, well, can I come at 8 at night? And I'll be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, listen, I work from this time to this time. I may bend a little bit for my clients who've been rocking with me though. Like my loyal clients, I may come in early or stay late for them. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like I do have to have boundaries. Like, okay, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm only one person and I have a life outside of work.
You've got a lot better with that though.
With what? Having boundaries?
Work-life balance and having boundaries, because sometimes I will call you, you don't even eat, and that's a part of work-life balance. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't eat,
how can I show up?
you know what I'm saying, hands shaking and eyes twitching and all that shit. So
my sugar level,
level
blood
low,
sugar.
like yeah, like so. I think you get a lot better with that, but
Yeah.
that's a part of entrepreneur burnout as well. And I'm glad that you really touched on that because we need to know that. And
then let's not even throw in the fact that I don't have kids yet. So, you know, when that comes, it's just like I'm really gonna have to be intentional about making sure that I have a good work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like right now, I don't have that. But when that, I don't know what the future holds, but when that happens, it's like, whew, we gonna have to get that together.
would you recommend somebody to be an entrepreneur to quit their job and go full time at their dreams and stuff?
I feel like that's a tough question. I say do whatever is in your heart. Whatever is in your heart. Like follow your heart. And if that mean, you know, putting your all in, but I feel like you just have to do your best at everything that you do. Like if you gonna be an entrepreneur, you gotta do your best. You have to do your best. 100%. You can't half ass it and expect to be, you know, making whatever you know what I'm saying, 6 figures plus in 3 months. Like you just have to put your all in. And I just say follow your heart. I'm not gonna say yes or no. Follow your heart.
If you want to really follow your dreams and really conquer your dreams, I think you should do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and say don't follow your dreams because you don't know what God has for you. And until you step out on faith for real and really follow God like 100%, you might can be the next president of the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or the United States or whatever. But until you really follow your dream, like really follow your dreams, you won't never know because working a 9 to 5, it caps you out of life. You get what I'm saying? Like it really, okay, you only can make 120,000 here. But if you follow your dreams, you can be a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that's really important. Talk a little bit about your transition from your 9 to 5 to being an entrepreneur. Like, what was the process? Where was your headspace at with it? Like, did you really have to talk yourself into it every day? Because going from a 9 to 5 to owning your own business, like working, you don't work just like 9 to 5 no more. Like you work 24 hours, 7 days a week. People can book online at night. Like, you know, you be up at night, you know what I'm saying, trying to get stuff done. So just, you know, talk a little bit about, you know, that transition, that period, like where you were, your headspace, stuff like that.
So for me, I know that everybody's journey is different. But for me, I went to college, and after college, I ended up working for the news. That is actually what I went to college for. So I ended up working for the news. That was something that I enjoyed doing, but that was draining as well. So while I was working for the news in my career, I did decide to like learn a new skill, and that's how I got into the beauty industry. I decided to learn a new skill, something like, you know, something I was trying to do on the side. Like not, I didn't, at the beginning, I didn't really think that I would be where I am today. However, life has a funny way of just taking you to
Yes, it
places
does.
that you just least expected. Like you may think that you have it all planned out, like how you envision your life. You say, oh, by 30, I want to be here. By this age, I want to be here. But life will really just take you to some places that you never even imagined. So I'm thankful that I did decide to take on a new skill because now I'm doing that full time. But like I said, I was working for the news. I did that for about 5 years. I'm sorry, for about 6 years. And then I eventually just decided to pursue the beauty industry full force. I feel like you can't, like you're either in or you're out. Like
Right.
you can't have one foot in, one foot out. So I decided to give the beauty industry 100% of me. And I feel like I couldn't do that if I had one foot over here and then one foot over there.
You don't think you can do both? work and be an entrepreneur?
No, definitely. I do think you can work and be an entrepreneur, but like I said, everybody's journey is different. So for me personally, I think that works best for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when you do develop the stress, say if you have a slow week, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you deal with it?
To be honest, I'm still learning how to deal with that because at the end of the day, like emotions and feelings are something that sometimes you can't suppress or sometimes you can't control. Like, I don't wake up one day and be like, oh, I want to feel like this. It just happens.
Yeah.
So, when I do have a slow week, to be honest, I just be like, this, it won't last forever. Like it'll get better. And it do every single time. Like this week for me personally, I would say this week was like okay. Like it wasn't my best week and it wasn't my worst week. But it's like you kind of just got to take the good with the bad and just keep pushing. Keep pushing forward and just never give up on your stuff.
One thing I don't like about on your own business, I ain't gonna say I don't like it, but it's like people don't really tell you what entrepreneurship is until you get in it. Because like
Yeah.
you said, everybody's journey is different and you have to go through the motions by yourself. And people don't say, well, you're gonna have slow weeks. They always, mesmerize and glamorize the good things. And then they be like, you can write off an Escalade, you can write off a Benz truck and all of this extra shit. But they don't tell you about the slow weeks and your emotions and you want to go get a job and you want to say
Listen, I have been there. I have been there to the point where I'm like, oh Lord, it might be just about easier to just be like, I'm straight and go and get a job
you think
somewhere.
so? But would you rather work for somebody for 40 years and build their legacy? Or would you rather build your legacy through the slow times, the good times, the bad times? Like,
I feel like I know that I'm doing the right thing because when you're willing to suffer for something, then that's when you know that you really want it. And I'm willing to go through slow weeks. I'm willing to keep pressing forward. So that's when I know, like, when you are willing to suffer for something, that's when you know that you doing what you're supposed to be doing.
what's your vision for entrepreneurship? What's your vision like personally?
For my business, for myself, for my life.
Mm-hmm.
My vision for entrepreneurship personally is to get to a place where I am creating something that is fulfilling to me. I'm creating something that is impacting other people's lives in a positive way. I feel like with me and being in the beauty industry, just making women feel comfortable, confident, and just feel good about themselves. That's like fulfilling for me. So eventually I just want to get to a place where I have a solid team where my brand is carried on for generations to come. And yeah, I think that's what my vision is.
You think it's harder to find a team now?
Absolutely.
Why you think that though?
Absolutely. I feel like first of all, people ain't really trying to work like that. And if they are trying to work, they want their own business. They not
Yeah, but they don't
trying to.
understand like the real hard work you got to put in. Like you got to go years without even making profit. Like people
Right.
don't even know that.
Right. It's difficult. I think for me, like that's been one of the most challenging things that I face with entrepreneurship is finding a solid team, like to really be consistent with how I run my business. Um, I feel like people not gonna treat your business how you would treat your business. So you have to watch out for that. But something that I did realize within the past maybe few weeks was that like Fortune 500 companies, you don't you don't really see the owner. Like, I don't know what the owner of Victoria's Secret look like.
Facts.
I don't know what the owner of Chrysler look like. Like, these big companies, they not working that hard. Or if they have laid the foundation, and then so now they have systems in place to where they can, it's working for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But I think they like really put in some work too, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they didn't really just wake up one day. It was like, I want to own Victoria's Secret, but I don't want to put my name on it. Like they really had to put in work, though. But we may not see the beginning of their work,
Right.
so we don't know the beginning of the sleepless nights and stuff like that. Like they probably still go through stuff like that. Of course, it ain't as hard, but
Right.
we don't really understand, until we get in it. You know what I'm saying? I seen something on entrepreneurship.com, and I just wanted to touch on this real quick. It said more CEOs are deciding the stress, pressure, and loneliness are just not worth the money. And that really that stuck out to me because they said it's a tough time right now to be a CEO, because a lot of people are quitting their jobs saying, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs. But, a lot of, CEOs saying that all the time that they put in their work, they work crazy amount of hours. And they basically don't have an off schedule.
Right.
And they saying it's really not worth the money. So do you really think like success kind of go hand in hand with like making a lot of money and not being around your family, or is it one or the other? You get what I'm saying? Like, can you
do both?
Can you be successful and have a good relationship with your family? Or it's like you got to give up.
I think you can be successful, make a lot of money, and I do think that you can be present in your family. However, I think that it's necessary to make sure that the foundation of your business is solid so that you can be at home with your family, so that you can take vacations, but you're still bringing in income.
So why is the CEO saying that they'd rather decide to not make
That
as
much
much
money.
money, yeah, rather than
I
it got
mean,
to be something in it, because I don't really see them saying that for no reason, because like it's a lot of rich people who kill themselves too. You get what I'm saying? Like the money don't always bring happiness. So it's like, is success really worth it?
I feel like it's not worth. I feel like time is the most valuable thing that we have.
Right.
So you have to find that balance, that work life balance. Like, I think finding a work life balance is definitely necessary 1000% when you are a business owner or when you are an entrepreneur. Like, you have to find that work life balance before you burn out. Like, but a lot of people, not to point the finger, and I've been guilty of this too, like a lot of people are chasing something, chasing something, chasing something, chasing something, chasing something. So they end up missing out on everything with their kids or with their family because they are too busy trying to chase something. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's so super important to make sure that you have a good work life balance.
What are we chasing?
Money isn't my motivation, but money is the motivation for a lot of people.
Can you honestly say that you are happier with money?
I would say happiness is like an inside job.
Right, it's internal.
It's internal. Like,
I'm not gonna lie though, when I do have more money, I am
you feel better.
happier.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
1000%.
it's like, I want y'all to really say something in the comments for real. Can you be happier with money, or do money make you feel comfortable? Do it make you feel like at peace, or that everything is gonna be okay? Because like I said, I know millionaires who commit suicide, and I'm not saying that money is everything, but money can definitely change your mood sometimes. So it's like, at the end of the day, what are we really chasing? Like every day we got to chase this dollar and hustle, hustle, hustle. But I know that being successful and rich by yourself is lonely. Like you can't even have fun with nobody. Like I don't care how many cars you buy, you got the biggest, nicest house on the block. But if it's lonely, it's not really a home. It's just a house. You know what I'm saying? So I just like I said, I really wanted just to touch on, stress and how we can deal with it because May is mental health month. And I just want to kind of help everybody out or as many people I can. I'm gonna give y'all a few tips on how to avoid entrepreneur burnout and when you do encounter stress, what you can do about it. Number one is exercise. Of course, physical activity, running, jogging, walking, any type of movement on a daily basis, or if not a daily basis, get up and walk around and clear your mind, clear your head, because sometimes we just have so many thoughts during the day. I think we have maybe, how many thoughts think we have a day?
I don't know.
How many thoughts you think you have a day?
10,000.
There's no way you have 10,000 thoughts a day. You know what? We might though. We might though.
I'm about to look it up and see.
Look it up though.
On average, how many thoughts do a person have a day? An adult.
An average adult. An average working adult. It's probably like 4 though.
Many? 4?
4,000.
Oh.
But number 2 is actually mindfulness and meditation. Meditation is something that I do every morning. And thanks to Shelby, she taught me what meditation is. Mm-hmm. I started it a few years ago, but I wasn't as intentional as I am now because I feel like
60,000.
Ain't no way. 60,000 thoughts a day.
60,000 thoughts. I said, how many? I say 10,000.
How the fuck can we have 60,000 thoughts a day?
60,000 thoughts a day.
That's crazy. But this is why we need meditation because of things like this.
But it say based on like a person, like personality.
So do you really think you got 60,000 thoughts a day?
Probably so.
Ain't no way. You probably got about 600. That's still a lot.
No, it say the average is 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Calvin, you gotta think. You think about so much. Like, you gotta think about where you going in the car. Think about what you about to eat. Think about what you about to put on. Think about how your kid doing. Think about how much money you got in the bank. Think about your job. We always thinking.
Damn, you might be right. 60,000 might be. I probably think about 10 though. From the time you get up, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. From the time you get up, what you about to wear, what you thinking about, what you about to pray, what time you got to get to the gym. Like that's about 20 thoughts right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is why meditation and practicing mindfulness can calm and reduce your stress levels in the morning. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I take cold showers. I recommend it, but I don't recommend it. Like I said, it ain't for everybody. But these are just some things that I start my day off with so I can have a peaceful day. And I'm not saying every day is peaceful, but I'm just giving y'all a few tips to deal with stress and burning out. Deep breathing, talking slow to yourself, living a healthy lifestyle. I know it's expensive too. And I was just thinking the other day, you can't be healthy and poor.
Mm-hmm. I feel like exercising is free.
Okay, so
I feel like the food you eat may be restricted.
Yeah, but it's like if you eat McDonald's after you walk 2 miles, it's like
that's what I just said.
Yeah, so
I said
like,
the food you eat may be restricted. But exercising is free.
But that don't mean you healthy though, because you're exercising.
But you said you can't be healthy and you said you
can't be healthy and poor. Because if you really want to be healthy, you gotta broccoli, you know what I'm saying, cauliflower, grapes, fruit every week. It's not just no one-time thing a month. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it depends on how healthy you want to be. But I just thought about it like, damn, think about how much healthy food costs now. Like that shit not cheap. But like I said, eating a balanced diet, getting enough sleep.
Whew.
You know, that's one of the hardest things in the world, man. If I can get 8 hours of sleep, man, oh my God. Time management. prioritizing your time and not rushing with everything and taking your time and getting things done earlier. I am real big on that, and I, encourage everybody to get on a time schedule or do something to relieve your time. What do you do on your time?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
What do you do to make your time better, as far as time management?
Okay. As far as time management, me personally, I have a to-do list. I feel like my to-do list really helps me. Like, I have to write every single thing down. If I don't, it won't get done.
You think that came with age?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I have to put I have a schedule. Like, I have to really, really write everything down. So that's one thing that I do to manage my time. But don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm the best with time. Like, I know that that's something that I need to work on. I want to be able to free up my time. So if that means like hiring a cleaning lady or hiring somebody to do this or somebody to do that to help me free up a little bit of my time, then if I am able to or in a position to, I will do that.
You said you wanted a maid when you get older,
A cleaning
or when you become successful.
A cleaning lady. I don't have to wait till I get successful to do that.
Do you think that will help you with your time?
I think it'll free me out. I think that would free up some of my time to be able to focus on other things. So that way, like the time that I was spending cleaning, I could spend that better in my business or better in myself or doing something else.
Right. They say when you know better, you do better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what she's saying. Back in the day, they didn't have maids. Well, some people had maids, but we didn't really understand why they had maids.
Right.
Now we understand why. Social support, get around some people who you can vent to, get around some people who you can just relax and relate to, and just, talk to friends or maybe a therapist. I don't know why we scared to go to therapy now. Honestly, for me, it didn't really work. I'm going to try it again, though. I said that's something that I really want to try doing.
I feel like you are kind of a know-it-all. So somebody telling you that you need to do this or do that, like, I feel like you feel like you know it all and like you got it all together or something.
I don't feel like I know it all. I just feel like I'm not perfect, of course, but I just feel like when I need help or when I come into problems or situations, I just go to God. I don't think that therapists are good for people who need to talk it out and get a what's the word for that? A response or get somebody to listen. I just feel like when I pray, God listens because he already knows what's going on. So I can let it all out and then you don't have to judge me. God won't judge me. And I'm not saying the therapist was, but that was back in the day. And
you're more open to it now?
Yeah, I just want to go and see if things will change. Like,
things will change as far as your life?
Yeah, like, do I really have any past traumas or do I have anything to really get off?
We all got past traumas. Come on now.
Yeah, but I don't see it though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, maybe I do, but I can't recognize it though because I don't have a therapist. Is that, you think that's what it is, or you think I got some past traumas? You think I got traumas? Like what? Like, our communication skills are good.
Come on now.
I think my spiritual life is good. I think that.
So you don't feel like anything from your childhood affected you in a negative way?
To the person I am today?
Correct.
I mean,
not like today, but like, yeah, like as an adult. You don't think there was nothing that you went through in your childhood that affected you in a negative way?
I mean, I really don't. I don't.
First of all, your daddy wasn't around.
That's it.
Let's talk. But that's a thing. Like, come on now. Like,
but that's not trauma. That don't mean that I got trauma because my daddy wasn't around.
I mean, that could negatively affect you as an adult.
But I feel like I'm not negatively affected by it though.
That's what I'm saying. You know it all. He know it all, y'all. That's what I'm saying.
Not though. Into it, few ways how you can deal with entrepreneur burnout and dealing with stress. You can set boundaries, learn to say no to additional things that don't serve a purpose. Sometimes we get kind of thrown off of what we're trying to do, and we let that mess up our route to success. But sometimes it's okay to get thrown off a little bit, but you got to get back on top. Like, it's even people that you deal with on a daily basis might throw you off, and you got to learn to say no and not to let that negative energy get in between you and what you've built, because people will come into your life just to tear you down, and that's their motive. And they really go hard at trying to tear you down. And it's no limits to them because they think that you're doing better. You might be doing better than them, but they don't even really want to support you because they don't want to see you doing better than them.
Absolutely. And I had posted something the other day. It was like, don't be jealous of people, be inspired. Like, there's no need for jealousy. When you see somebody, achieving new heights, when you see somebody accomplishing goals and things like that, you should be inspired. You should be motivated. Like, being jealous is no need for that. And I feel like you should be inspired and be motivated, because I feel like that means that God is in the proximity. He's on the way to you. Like, he gonna make it around to you. Just be patient. Just be patient.
Yes, it's kind of,
Just be patient. He on the way.
it's harder to sit on that though.
What do you mean?
Like, it's like you are a very faithful person, like I told you yesterday. But everybody ain't as faithful because they might think, "Why she got her blessing before I did? Why
Right.
she
That's
got
what
her
I said.
business before I did?"
That's what I said. There's no need to be that way. There's no need to be negative. I just feel like when God is blessing people, and it seems like God is blessing everybody around you, that mean that He in your neck of the woods,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and He on His way to you.
He definitely coming. Talk a little bit about On God and the type of platform that you guys have and what y'all promote and what y'all got going on from A.
So I actually am a part of a group. It's also a community where we are like a faith-based community, and we equip other people with faith-based resources. And we do that by connecting it to the word of God. Like you said, this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we are just giving people resources to get help, and just applying it back to the word of God.
Okay.
Yep. And so that platform, that Instagram is on God Corp.
Okay. You got some mental health awareness things going on this month, and I need y'all to check her page out. What's the Instagram page?
The Instagram page is on God Corp.
Okay. You can also follow me at Perfect Timing, PERFECT underscore TIMING on Instagram. You can subscribe to the YouTube and everything. But like I said, we just want to talk a little bit about your mental health.
Baby, not to cut you off. I'm sorry. The Instagram page is on.
See?
It's on period God period Corp.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
our
right.
Instagram page. So y'all can check us out.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, I just wanted to ask you one final question. Would you be okay if you don't ever become successful?
I feel like everybody's definition of success is different. What are you referencing?
So if you've been really working really, really hard, um, and I don't know if your goal is to get wealthy or rich, but of course that doesn't mean that you're gonna be successful. But whatever your definition of success is, would you be okay if you never reach that level of success? You get what I'm saying? Like, say if you wanted the big house with the big family and 2 million in the bank or whatever your vision is, if you never reach that, would you be okay?
I feel like I want whatever got for me.
So nice and
I want whatever God got for me. God wants the best for me. And that's what it's gonna be.
So would you be okay if you never been successful?
I want what God wants for me. I want what God got for me.
You want to move to Florida and you want to do all this stuff. But we gonna get there though. I just wanted to know, like, would you be okay? Like,
God, I am a child of God,
amen,
and He wants the best for me,
amen. But
for us,
for us,
for
right?
us. Yeah.
For us. But once again, I appreciate everybody for staying tuned with us. I hope and pray that everybody is doing something positive with your mental. And it's just not
Check
1
on your
month.
strong friends. Check on your strong friends. I'm gonna throw that in there because my on God, we're doing a campaign this month. We're partnering with the Ryan Riley Foundation, and the hashtag is check on your strong friends.
What does that mean to you?
Checking on your strong friends mean that check on people, check on your people, love on your people, like be there for your people, because you just never know what people are going through behind closed doors. Like, it's just important to stay in tune, stay in touch, and just support one another, pour into one another, because like I said, a lot of people are dealing with things, dealing with mental illnesses, dealing with mental just dealing with things mentally, and they don't know how to cope with it, or don't know how to open up, or don't know how to manage or navigate, like being able to not sleep at night. Like, that's a mental thing.
Yeah, you can have a $20,000 bed. I always tell people that.
Yeah, and
like
not be able to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I just think that it's just important to just love on each other.
Yeah. I think checking on your strong friends is what is checking on the people who check on you all the time. And we might, I mean, I know we're strong, and we might come off as always happy or always
Right.
positive or always self-fulfilling. But sometimes, a lot of the times, y'all don't know behind closed doors, we go through the most, but we know how to hide it and mask it because we might pray a lot, or we might deal with things differently. But we still go through stuff.
Right.
And check on your strongest friends as well, because they might could be at their tipping point too, and they might just need one word of encouragement.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going. Like, for somebody to tell me, that's why I'm happy I have you as a not only a partner, but somebody who feeds into me spiritually, mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying, emotionally, all of it, because it's hard to get these type of people around here nowadays.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So to really have that companionship and to have that, okay, we are one, not only because we are attracted to each other, but because we are mentally, spiritually, emotionally connected. Like,
Right.
we are really in tune with each other.
Right.
So you got to get around people who, is like that. I'm not saying you're perfect, 'cause you know my goddamn nerves. Yeah, man. I thank you once again for coming on here. Just
I enjoyed this.
thank
This
you,
was
baby.
a good
Appreciate it.
conversation. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just wanted to over the last couple of days, I just feel like the entrepreneur space was kind of getting to you a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted you to, get some things off your chest. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do something different. So
I enjoyed this.
man, thank you, baby.
1000%.
I appreciate it. You always welcome again. Stay tuned to the next episode of Stab Lab Podcast. Of course, you can follow me at stablabnetwork.com. I got merch coming soon. We have some merch with On God. We also have merch with Glow Beauty Bar. So you are able to also go get your face done, go get your eyebrows done,
Your lashes done.
whatever you need done, ladies. She do men too. Of course, go to Glow Beauty Bar. She's on 16 Mile Cass, correct?
Yes, I'm on Grossbeck and Cass.
Grossbeck and
And my
Cass.
website is www.beautybyglow.com. And then for On God, check out our website is www.ongodcorp.com.
Yeah, they got some good stuff on there. But
Yeah.
once again, I appreciate everybody. Stay mentally fresh, stay mentally clear, and make sure you get some wins in.
Yes.
I love y'all, and have a good week.